Many of us have been bullied at some stage in our lives. Well, I want to share with you my suggestions on how you can deal with a bully. Coming up. Hi, Jo here from Confidence Talks. Bullies. They come in all different shapes and forms. And one of the best ways of learning how to deal with a bully is to try and understand why they bully. So why do people bully? Well, usually it's to do with power. A bully wants to have power over you. But why do they want the power? Newsflash. Often bullies have low self-esteem. They're being bullied themselves or feel belittled in some way. And so to make themselves feel better, they think that they need to bully other people to boost their own ego. It's not a good way to be. It's not the right behaviour. And I certainly do not condone the behaviour. But understanding why people bully can go so far to letting you understand how to deal with them. As I said, there are many different types of bullies. Some bullies will insult you and call you names, tease you. Other bullies might get violent. Now let's make it clear that violence is not okay. Full stop, end of story. And if you do have a violent bully, please, you need to get help from the authorities. You need to go and see somebody who can help you. Make sure you document the situation, write down the events and the times and the dates. And even if it's a family member, what they are doing is not okay. You need help. So make sure you go to the authorities, usually the police, if the bully is violent. But I don't want to talk to you about that sort of a bully. What I want to talk to you about is the verbal bullies, the ones that call you names and tease you. So how do you deal with those sorts of bullies? Remember, they just want the power. So the trick is to not give them the power. How do you do that, you say? Well, think about it. If a bully starts to call you names or belittle you, you might get upset and show the bully that you're upset. Ding ding, the bully's won. Or you might get angry at the bully and raise your voice to them. Ding ding, the bully's won. You've given them the reaction that they're wanting. You've given them the power. So how do you not let them have the power? Right. Well, what you can do is when the bully calls you names or insults you, agree with them. Make sure that you laugh with them. How can the bully insult you when you agree with the insult? When you laugh with their joke? They can't. Let me give you an example. Let's imagine a bully calls me a fat cow. If I cried, the bully wins. If I get angry, the bully wins. If I try to bully the bully back, the bully wins. But let's imagine instead that the bully calls me a fat cow and I say this. Yeah, you're right. I know, but the thing is I love cooking. And unfortunately I like my food to be like I like my men, rich and tasty. So I'm really facing an uphill battle. Now with luck, the bully might even find my comments amusing and laugh. I win. But either way, if they laugh or not, I still win. Because I've agreed with the bully. Where can they go? In truth, nowhere. They need to find a new insult. And then I just keep repeating the process. Agree with them. Laugh with them. And the bully has nowhere to go. I've just taken the wind out of their sails. and have not given the bully power. But what if your bully is in the workplace, your boss? And say your bully decides to call you out in front of the other staff members or even customers. How do you deal with that? Do you laugh? Do you agree with the bully? That's not such a good idea, because sometimes if you agree with what the bully is saying, you actually could end up losing your job, which is not what we want at all. The way to deal with that type of bully is to stand up to them, to call them out for their bad behaviour, to tell them it's not appropriate for them to tell you off in front of other staff members or customers. And if you do so in a low and controlled voice, then you are showing that you have more control over your emotions in the situation than the bully does. They will feel small and belittled, and likely will shut up. I also recommend that if you do have a workplace bully, you need to make sure you document everything. You write down the events and the days and the times that these events happen. That way, if the situation does blow up, you have evidence as to what happened. And the chances are the bully hasn't. So you've got something to take with you to the employment tribunal or whatever is appropriate in your country. And lastly, I want you to have a wee think whether or not you have ever been a bully. Chances are that at some stage you have been, that you haven't treated somebody as well as you should have done. If you have, think about what your behaviour was at that time and think about how you feel with your bully now. You really want to make that other person feel the way you are now? I hope not. So please make sure that you don't repeat the behaviour with anyone else. I like to live by the rule, treat others as you would like to be treated. Think about it. If we all lived by that rule, bullies wouldn't even exist. So that's all I have time for this week. I hope you found this video helpful. And please, if you do have a violent bully or maybe even a workplace bully, seek help. Go to the authorities. In New Zealand we have the employment tribunal we can go to seek advice as to what best to do. But document everything. Make sure you record dates and times and what happened in the event. Keep it factual, keep emotions out of it, but document everything. So if you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like it and hit the subscribe button, making sure you click that little bell icon so that you get notified when I next upload videos. Also, if there's something more you'd like to hear from me or any comments about this video, please make sure you put them down below. You might want to check out my other videos on confidence or public speaking tips. Until next time.